Oh, man, with damn. Yo, what's good, Bob? This their playbook. Man, it's a must. I mean, you already playing the game for fun. Might as well record it and put it out there. Especially when you're getting games with like Braylon Miller and like
EA
that.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named
That was
Huntington
a dope
Bank
little
Field,
series for y'all.
the home of the Browns. The veteran kicker Dustin Hopkins out to get things started.
Oh, Braylon's
And
good.
off
Like,
we go
he's
for
up there.
Cleveland.
But I
The
knew if he
return
was a
team
place
gonna
like
let
you
that
and
one
Jackson,
go.
like
It'll
locked
go
in,
through the end zone. It's a
it's only a
touchdown.
matter of time. We gonna be running some things.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. Throwing right away is Mahomes. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit.
Yeah,
And he's
man.
going
Hey,
to give his offense a short field to work with
solid too, bro.
as
He
they look
definitely
for
should
their
be making
first
videos.
points of the game.
What's going on, Hood?
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly
Got a
one
unique
goal. Let's connect
offense.
on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this
Should have
place
definitely been
after
making
that interception.
videos.
They're feeding
And you
into it.
know, I
They're
mean,
giving this offense
let's
extra
say
momentum as
they
take the
don't
field.
hit. You don't get the views. You never know until you try. Do I got any special plays today? I was working on something, but it ain't no. It's not a money play. It's like one of them plays. Like if you need a third down, uh, one of them go-tos that kind of just beats everything. I ain't got no money plays up
Watson
my
gonna
sleeve
throw
that
right away.
y'all haven't seen already.
That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And this takes him into the red
But what
zone.
you
He's
should have did
brought
though with
down
that Braylon Miller
inside
game,
the
I don't know if you
20-yard line.
recorded any of it.
This
You
is a
should have
tale
clipped
as
it
old
and
as
put it up on
time, Mike. It
YouTube
seems
or
that any time a
TikTok.
team
TikTok
forces
is
a
the way to go to
takeaway,
blow up first.
fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum.
TikTok is the way to
You saw a
go
great
off
example
rip.
of it here.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Hey, definitely shout it out for you, man. I mean, my channel ain't that big yet, but
From
I
the
helped out a
shotgun,
little bit.
here's Watson. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. That's a nice pickup on a first
Yeah,
down
you definitely
throw.
want to
It's
hit
a gain
TikTok,
of
man.
8.
That is the way to blow
The
up quick.
receiver thought he had a nice soft
TikTok
spot in
is
that
the way to
zone
blow up
coverage,
quick.
and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him
100%.
the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
You're just doing simple stuff today. You're going to
On
see what works.
second down, here's Watson. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone.
Oh, yes,
You
sir.
get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Mahomes looking to throw on
So,
2nd
I didn't even know
down.
that I was running. You got lucky.
That's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away.
The team we're using today, that we're going to use their playbook on offense and defense.
Pierre Strong on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Just using random teams right now. They got Nick Chubb.
Moore going in motion. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. Room to run.
Out of there.
At the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Once again, it's Chubb.
They got. Close.
2nd and 7.
Ain't play.
Moore going in motion. Watson going to give it to Chubb.
Well, close. Oh,
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On play action, it's Watson. And he won't quite make it to the pile.
already. All right, next team. Just going to do randoms. Play you? Yeah, come on, let's run it up.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers.
Hey, you gotta
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from Tampa. On the return is Sean Tucker.
use Tampa
He's
playbook.
across the 20, taken down just shy
2018.
of the 25.
We do it out of that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Do it out of there.
They'll send a tight end in
Uh-oh.
motion.
I don't know if it's gonna work the same since it's stopping right there though. Low key tough though. This little route combo right here low key tough.
Here's Baker to begin with a pass. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Does he stop right there?
They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes Otten in motion. Second down throw for Mayfield. Going up top for Evans.
Come on, Evan.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The
Coverage was
corner
good
corner
back
flat.
there. The contact
Oh,
jarring
let's see
the
what else
ball
they got.
loose and forcing 3rd
Like
down.
doubles.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They motion a receiver right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
But yeah, I forgot they added a bunch height into this playbook.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now our run with the rookie out of Oregon. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
Bunch long, nasty.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes Otten in motion.
Put down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield.
Bro, can I get a pass interference? What the?
They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit.
Damn.
Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Bucs first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Baker to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. To the goal line and in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Oh, that drive felt like it lasted forever.
First and 10. Wilson gonna throw right away.
Bro, that is midfield. Oh,
Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. On second down, Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. They get 18 on that one. That's a Steeler first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. To throw again is Wilson. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. This has been bizarre. From second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
We'll try and run it here with
Warren.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, he tried.
Brought in at the 10. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Hey, defense is hell in Madden right now.
Chris Boswell.
The big issue right now, though, is everybody got their own little thing now. Everybody got their own little gimmick. In the beginning of the year, you know, everybody had to learn their way. So you always going against some type of meta or some type of glitch offense. You got to learn to adapt quick. You know, when you don't know what to do,
one possession, each team is 7-7.
You ain't stopping somebody.
Now it's Bucky Irving to return.
They might make mistakes. Yeah, there is a lot of quads going around. I've seen a lot of quads myself. What else they got?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On play action, Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays
like
that
this
this
playbook
team
has
is
a
going
lot
to
of
continue to
run.
mine all day. And you can see pre-snap,
Like damn near.
the quarterback
Hey,
loved
this
his matchup.
screen
He allowed
right
his
here.
receiver to work downfield.
See if it works.
Throw.
I was running
Now
in my
sets
little
them up
off-round
to try to see if they
franchise,
can finish this drive off with some
and B
points.
gets open a lot. But I think it's just a mismatch. We'll see. Let's see what happens with me right here.
On first and 10, here's Baker. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard.
B on this screen pass, B gets open a lot against a lot of
Enviable
defense.
spot to operate from.
And if
Here's
B don't get
second and
open, A gets open.
inches.
And on top of that, it's a whole
They'll send
screen
him
play.
over to the left. On second down, Baker.
Low key, low key, little glitch.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That one taken in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go in, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and if we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to air this one out. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
Still the best way to stop quads. Man up the two inside guys. On empty, man. So on quads, no, I lied. On quads, man up the two middle guys. So have the four, not one, but 2 and 3. And then on empty, man up the two inside guys. I'll show you. I go against empty a lot. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Leave your flats out there.
They put a receiver in
and
motion
use
to
your green zones to man up.
On first down is Mayfield.
I'm telling y'all, this play right here is
quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Dane.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final time.
Any empty is definitely some of the one of the hardest formations.
So not
because it takes just simple route combos to get somebody open.
They're pretty close.
It's just so dangerous. Like you got to worry about the flats. You got to worry about this. You got to worry about that. Yeah, man.
Mayfield to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Chris Godwin.
So on the quad, against the quads, you man up the two inside guys, 2 and 3, and you just, with your user, if you're playing a cover 4, user, the purple zone playing the flat, bring him all the way over. Watch that inside guy for like the first 2 seconds of the play. If he doesn't go inside, don't worry about him. And you just watch the middle of the field with that guy on the opposite side of the quad. There's no reason for you not to use him because there's nobody playing the play. And a lot of times, if I got a real nice cornerback over there, I'll man up whoever's on that side, and not just worry about the side with the quads.
The return team gonna let that
but
one go.
If you are worried about that, then don't use her. You can still use one of your bird hooks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
I
He's going
seen
to
it,
look
but I didn't want to commit
downfield
to it.
once again. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left
I
in the
think I
first
need to
half,
check.
a
I don't have my
timeout is
stick
called.
switch settings right on this account. I think it's delayed.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And
Oh,
the
another
Steelers
good user you
cut
can
the
use
deficit a bit.
if you don't want to
The
take
new
away your
score
flat
is now
is
21
like if you're in a
to
cover
10.
4 user, the left side safety.
And that's a really nice boost
So I
here
would man
before
up
the break. I mean, you work
the
clock
solo
well,
wide
you're able to
receiver
steal
with
some
the
points.
deep blue
The
on
biggest
that
thing
side.
is you're able to build a
Leave
little
your
momentum
flat,
now going into the locker room at
and then you
halftime.
can use her
And this is gonna
the
end up
weak
way
side safety
short of the landing
and just
zone,
bring
so
him and watch
that's
the
going to move the
inside.
ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time
I can show y'all what I'm talking
the
about,
first
bro.
half has
More or
come
less,
to an
right?
end.
I don't know if I'll be able to. I
Thank
don't know if
you.
I'm gonna
Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's 1st and 10.
I really like this piece.
Now Russ.
Bro,
He'll get
they
rid of
move
it
my
and
user like that?
complete it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Throwing is Wilson. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel
Just doing
Dean.
some random shit right now. Like I'm using a cornerback that has nobody over there, standing up on 2 vertical. What else they got? Good empty. I'm not always playing bums, but you're probably seeing me play bums right now because I'm on my backup account. I don't know. There's a lot of times I'm playing comp. Hey man, leave me alone. Sometimes I want to play bums. I don't want to sweat all day. I just got off of work. I want to play bums too. I'm using random teams with their playbook. All right, who's next? Who's next? Use them. Yeah. Nah, but it's probably because I'm on my backup account. That's probably why I'm playing bums right now. Regardless. To say that I'm always playing bums, can't say that on the main account.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us
I had a
downtown New Orleans at the
had a
Caesars
crazy
Superdome.
run where all I played was people that were in champion or top 100. It was a rough one.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans.
I think I'm a little familiar with the
Not
Saints
gonna be
playbook. I don't know
returned,
about
as so many
defense.
kicking teams elect to do. This is
They
past
got.
the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
Which one you can pull a DN?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air. Here is Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where
LB
every
dog.
series, they have to work hard to
Then the
pick up
dogs
first
at
downs,
him.
and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Get the dog down.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35.
Not going to animate.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Goff looking to change the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 35 yards. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Can't get away from this formation here. Oh, that's not strong. Bitch.
Now with a play clock at
going on,
4, we're
Randall?
going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Look kind of tough.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
This stock, see what happens.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Gotta remember.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
In the loop-de-loop.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 84 yards.
Okay,
And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know
I'm still in it, but I'm just this season
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees
I'm
him
thinking.
early, right? You want to see how
I just don't have the time to play. I rarely get to play Madden now. I'm so busy with work.
Unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive.
I have to give force spins away, or I gotta take the force L almost every week.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away.
I'm still in it though. I'll probably hop back on it every next season. Hopefully work guys down a little bit.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And also, man,
and the tackle going to be made right there.
I love it.
At the 25-yard line.
I got back into cars. I've been real focused on my car and building it up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion goes Patrick. Goff now looking to throw.
Bro, turn around.
Touchdown. Sam
I thought
Laporta,
that was big.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Carr. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
No, this is an iffy one. I don't know. We're gonna try it though.
They lose the yardage, and of course they
also lose what I'm hoping is Hill's route brings down the cornerback. We got the bombs to. Let's see.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a rifle on deep left side. He's got him in. Complete.
Put some up.
And they finally
be right
do
back,
get him, but not before he... The 27. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
To throw, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw his car. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara.
Hey, Derek Carr takes over the hot route. Hey, but shout out to Derek Carr. He retired, man.
Cut the lead back down to 2.
Derek Carr finally retired.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Regular over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Out of the gun, Goff.
Hit him.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's got this down to the 35. Throwing again is Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff.
Oh, come on.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Got time. We got time. Come on. It'd be nice if they put me on a hash. Get active. Second one play, he's coming.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot here before half for Carr. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Well, this is taken in.
Oh, come on.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right now, with this stream, whatever team I'm using, that's the playbook I'm using. Right now, I'm using on offense and defense. I'm just picking random teams, and I'm using their playbook.
Go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin
solid playbook, 100%.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Like, this play is like, let's just try it. This looks insane. Did I put Tyson Hill in there? Pull it. Let's do this vertical first.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in the first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half.
He's got to put this formation here. Like, throwing it to A, like the streak don't get the deep zone out of the way.
I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Put him on. Oh, buddy. Might be day.
Throwing now is Carr.
Oh, he gave me a quick. He hit me with a loop blitz.
Pressure, he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Motion people over. This might be tough.
Carr now to throw.
The right side here going to be incomplete. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
What I need to do is put Olave at A, and I need to put Shani at B. I'll go for the rocket catch. We'll go for the rocket catch with A. See if I can do it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete. And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here. Oh, having my camera.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
I'm going to try to rocket catch. Oh, you know what? Put him on a quick out right.
They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's kind of tough.
Conversions result in 23 yards.
Definitely need to flip to the right side.
First down.
But you can't even flip this play. You have to run it as is. Something like this.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Locates Kamara on the out route. Still shedding tackles.
All right, I don't know what happened.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now Carr. Touchdown.
We might have just found a glitch formation. I knew it existed, but I never put any effort into it.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure.
So, like, right here,
and Brandon, this is
if
what
I
the
do
best
a quick out with
receivers do.
A,
They work on their route
leave
running.
Kamara on the route.
It's one
No,
thing to have athletic
I know
ability, but to really get open, you have to
put
set
him
up
here
defensive backs with
on a
different
full
routes and be
throw
precise
route.
in your cuts.
And then we put 8B on a drag route. Let's see if that opens up for Kamara.
Carr will look to throw.
I could have stemmed it up a little bit further, but yeah, it did.
For 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
This is why you got to use different teams, different playbooks to start learning.
You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently.
Fellas, if
just
you're in the
because they're down on
stream,
the scoreboard now.
I subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are 15 subscribers
on
away
offense.
from hitting that 10K. You can help your boy out. I really would appreciate it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. From the gun, here's Goff.
Yes, sir.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss.
All right, let's see this RPO joint out of this.
Regardless of status or experience, whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan.
I wish they would let me
this
put
defense
Tyson
is reading
Hill there.
something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Put a tight end. Said third tight end, right? I didn't change. It's probably because I already subbed him out. Let's try this RPO.
Clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout.
See how glitchy we get.
Just their first,
Let's put him on. Let's put him on conservative.
They burn one here in this third
His power
quarter.
RPO. Okay, he's got guys lined up over there on the right side to match my guys. We might be hitting his RPO.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Boy,
Taysom Hill taking it in from 11 yards out. And this
Get him out of here, coach. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key want to use the Saints again. I want to use that formation. All right, I'll still stick with the random teams, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the Saints playbook just for this next game because I want to experiment with that formation a little bit more. All right, let's see what team we get now. Doing random, doing random. Bay, I think I use them too. Let's do randoms again, and if it's a better team, we'll use Green Bay. But if we know what Green Bay is capable of. I am going to use the Saints playbook one more time, though. But we will use Washington. That play is kind of nasty. I ain't gonna lie. You got to read the RP. I wonder if there's a way you can actually like run it quicker with the quarterback.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
Okay,
We
respect.
welcome you to EA Sports
Came out with
coverage
the Panthers.
of the National Football League.
This is what you gotta do with in the Madden. You gotta try and different. This is where Madden is. It's kind of boring playing head to head. This is when I started running my offline franchise. I started building a team up.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Not making no adjustments. We're not subbing in safeties for linebackers. Or yeah. Just going ball.
They'll come up here. First and 10.
Take adjustment.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Still going to run it to the inside. Watch.
On first and 10, here's Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Oh, the Saints have a lot of
Mike, the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A second down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Here we go. Slide through.
What a unique little.
From the gun, it's Young.
Let's go, Bobby.
Fit in the slant,
Oh,
and it was
Bobby.
intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Right, we got to get back to this.
And the Commanders are going to get the
We got to
football
get back to this one.
at their own 40.
It is a must.
So anytime a team suffers
And I
an
just
early
realized
setback
we
like
got a
that
quarterback
interception,
too.
human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to
Oh.
adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's
I like
correct
this
it
vertical.
so we're able to
I
move
like what
forward.
we're doing with this one. With the quick out. You can't really stop it. I don't know. Let's try it out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first.
You run it
and
like
10.
this. Put A on a quick out. Out 15 or so yards. Put RB on an out route like this.
Right to the air goes Daniel.
I had a wide open.
And that one knocked away.
Good
It's
blitz.
incomplete.
They got there in a hurry,
Wouldn't
didn't
expect-
they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, see, look. He only has one cornerback over there to the. You can't audible? I was going to say, we can audible to that RPO. We got two blockers. We got one.
Daniels to throw on second down.
Gotta wait a little
Open
while.
man downfield is Brown.
Let's see if he comes out of that again. We're going to run a power
Good
RPO.
for 29.
Hey, look, he's got one cornerback over there. If anybody runs over there, we're going to run it with Daniel.
That one complete to Brian Robinson.
Block.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down
Then they just got a
inside the
quarterback.
20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The
It sucks that you
easiest
can't
down to throw
audible,
the
though.
ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Why did it change? From now on this side, the top fighters. I don't know.
So
Go back
that'll
to
do
the-
it for a fat.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it on conservative, though, you should be all right.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
So you have to be on the right side for this to work the way I'm trying to make it work. That's low-key tough, I'm not gonna lie.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel.
Tough?
It is brought in the end zone. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Commanders.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
And a little pistol.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
97. Green jack. 6. Mega. Ready?
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard.
Oh.
And he's finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets to the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Strike. Set. Ready. Drill green. Black shot. Blaster. 6. Hut, hut.
On first down is Young.
It's just not sticks with you who I want.
Incomplete.
I'm trying to go to my.
Tavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Red. Cycle. Black open. Hut, hut.
On second down, Young. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down.
Here we go. Black. Red. Solid red. Steel. Black. Fierce yellow. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down
bring it back
short
out
of the 20-yard line.
See what else you can do with this one, man. If you can put this solo side wide receiver on the comeback now. You get a money plan out of this.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Now a deep ball looking for
Money play
Brown.
mayhem.
And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They face 2nd down and 7.
Down. Light blue. Red, yellow. Edo blue. Green jack.
Really how this man Bryce Young
Six.
sound?
Mega.
Or they just did him dirty?
Blue striker. Set.
Back to throw. Young. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Ready?
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That is brought in.
I did not
And
expect
he's going to
England
be
to
taken
do
down
that.
right at the 25-yard line.
Red cycle. Black ultra.
Young with a give to Sanders. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Come on, set.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, green. Smash, red. Claws, red. Steel, black. Hut.
Throwing is Young. This is caught at the 2. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Yellow. Set.
Now Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Panthers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
It won't work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
I guarantee you this man. Listen, yeah.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
On 1st down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. 1st half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. Wow, they are hitting now. been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. First and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense...
Conservative, right?
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina first down.
Earlier, he asked the play, I told him, let's go. They disappeared. I don't know what happened.
To throw, Young. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It's second down.
Here we go, set. Cut.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
3-3. Blue, black. Trail green.
Some press action.
Black shot. Cut.
Here's Young. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
I gotta see him. I'm on. I didn't know you could fumble and run at all.
Okay, ready?
On first and 10, here's Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. To throw is Daniels on first and 10. That one completes to Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Daniels now on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Throwing again, Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. That is caught. And he's in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Velus Jones now on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Blaster, stay. Ready.
A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Fight. White. Ready.
This is a pistol run with Sanders. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
43 rail. Black Ultra. Smash. Red. Dog red. Set.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
Drill 52. Set. Ready. Steel. Black. Fuse. Yellow. Light blue. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
On the double.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Not the greatest defense.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Red. Yellow. Ready.
Hubbard.
Loser.
Running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's 1st down.
Eagle blue. Hey. Hey, blue. Green Jack. Hut.
They'll drop to throw.
Um,
And he's got
what a
another.
lob.
Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now
I am a
a
money
deep
play
ball
mastermind.
looking for Brown.
It's a user, man.
And he's going to be dragged
Oh, I
down,
love
but
it.
not until he's inside the
I love the user
25.
tackle.
They
I'm
really
talking
showed
about
off
you
their
out here with the
connection on that
Panthers.
pitch and catch, Mike.
Got your
and
own
just
little
really
pistol
good
scheme
ball
going.
placement and really
User
good
tackling
separation
in the open
downfield. And
field.
when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them
Gotta
and
love
take that play away.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Awful time to get a penalty. Now first and 15. From the shotgun, it's Daniel.
The user
And he
thing.
can't hang on through the contact.
Got a rocket
It's
that.
incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's
Got a
capable of
rocket
doing in the game's critical moment.
Now on second and long. They'll throw with Daniels. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied.
It
And
wasn't
they have
rocket.
taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This formation is super glitchy.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time. But what a job by this offense. Game on the
formation
line
is
to
super
find a
glitchy.
way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final
We're gonna
minute
have to add that to
as
the
they
playbook.
kick it
man.
away.
We're gonna have to add that to the playbook.
Valus Jones going to bring it out. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an opportunity. I'm gonna assume
They'll come up for first and 10.
This is not the smartest thing to do right here.
Here we go. Blue strike. Blue, go. Trail green. Black shot.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations
But
that
he's
plays
still in
directly
pistol.
into
Is
the
he in the
hands of the
pistol
defense
playbook?
because think, Mike, they know this
Gotta be.
offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in
It's gotta
extra
be in the
defensive
pistol
backs.
playbook.
They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a
Tony
wrap
and
on
Cheese
this
today,
one.
man.
Time has expired in this fourth quarter.
This is my last game, man. This is my last game. Y'all came in too late. Y'all should came in earlier when I was talking about fans.
This was a game
Somebody
where
came in
both
as
offenses
players.
were up and
Get
down
ready,
the
let's
field,
go.
marching the ball at will,
I just said
matching
this
each
is
other
my last
point for
game.
point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg
Brother,
Olson. For our entire team, I'm
your
Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.